Okay, and moving on. Let's go talk to Sonic. Hey, your Sonic costume needs work. It looks nothing like me. Really? I think it looks pretty accurate. Hey, wait a minute. You can't be the real Sonic either. Just who are you? I am the real Sonic, and I don't appreciate people trying to imitate me with cheap knockoffs. Why don't you get rid of that stupid costume and admit who you really are? To yourself, if no one else. Jeez, I'm just pretending to be someone else for fun. You don't have to ruin people's immersion like a jerk. And besides, you'll want to talk, insisting you're someone you aren't. Oh, yes? Well, even if I wasn't the real Sonic, there's no way you could prove it. Certainly not by unmasking me. How would you even do that? What is this conversation? Also, is anything down here? Oh no, that's just for show, I see. So, what is that? Wario? Oh, some big chump of a rabbit came by and played basketball with me. That's why I'm a bull, genius. Hey, do you have air in you? I could use some. I just lost all mine. Because I... Oh, Wario. Alrighty then, 84th place. Gross Incandescence. Holy moly. Okay, first of all, the name is hard to read. Incandescence. Secondly, the creator's name. Here we go. Dracula 9 Anti-Chapel / Lambda. I recognize Lambda's name as well. Lambda made a Dark Souls theme stage in the previous contest. But most importantly, we have another stage with a 25% time penalty, so this actually marks it to be the highest scoring stage of the contest. I thought it's going to be a few stages before we find one that's going to be the Sky theme stage, but no, it didn't take long at all. Look at these scores, there's 3 80s. And the lowest, and Patchy is the second lowest score. There's an 83 from Mick here. This stage is gonna be quite something, huh? Also, functionality worries me a bit here. There's a 3 from Flashman, that really worries me. But besides that, design is a good chunk of the way there. Fun was pretty much there. Creativity, very good. Aesthetics, full mark from Ace and Patchy. So now I'm really excited, but some functionality flaws. Oh boy, this is gonna be a stage. What am I getting into, huh? Only 2 tokens. This is gonna be a super... Oh my god, I don't blame you why you gave aesthetics 4 marks. Holy moly, this looks absurd. So, what is this? Okay, that's pretty awesome. What is this then? Visions of Death? I pressed down. I mean, I really love the aesthetics here. They're absolutely stunning. Oh my god! Okay. What enemy even is that meant to be? That is a huge bow you have, my friend. This is reminding me of the King's Last stage, which also got very high score for aesthetics, and well, you can see where this is going. Whoa! Whoa, hang on, hang on, hang on. Look how awesome this looks. No, seriously. So this is a one-way switch? Okay. I guess you didn't have anything to replace the bat with, so you just left the bat in, which is okay. We have a Tetris block, and what's this? Huh? It's a treasure. Well done! I wasn't expecting to be picking up a treasure chest. There's a lot of... Oh, what is that? That might be a telly, actually. A telly equivalent, let's say. Oh, a chest again. Go on, Dan. Cut through them. Yeah. So question. What's to the right? So what's back? So what's up? Oh, that was just an energy tank? Honestly, I actually need it. Fair enough. Oh god. Damn. Okay, so you're that enemy. Oh, hello. No, I didn't want to jump off screen. No. Look at my very cool green boots here. Oh, that's a wall. Try range battle. That's literally what I did here. There's another chest down there. Which way is the right way? Can go right. Can you go right here? No, so up it is. So, are these hints telling you how you should be tackling certain aspects of the stage? Is that what's going on here? I mean, I could take them, assuming Rush or Knuckles lands here. But... oh. Okay, I guess not then. Be wary of grub. So don't fall down the pit. And now we can go ham, I guess. Holy moly! Well, that certainly made a bit of a mess. Alright, and moving on. Wow, there is a lot of stuff there. Try dashing through. Ow! Okay. Oh. Oh, we're back outside. There's a key. Fair enough. Praise the bonfire. So this is gonna be, yeah. And that is a checkpoint as well. Okay. How do I get that key? Oh yeah, that's not what I expected to happen! Well played. Considering that's right by the checkpoint, that's honestly fair. My question is, how do we get this key here? Can I jump over? Yes, I can. Wait, what am I even walking on? And at what point am I going to drop? Because that worries me. Hidden path ahead. Look how fancy you are! Oh, that's the... yes, exactly who I thought it was. Power Master. I don't know how you want me to get down there. I assume that's where the hidden path is. But I don't really trust it, so... okay. But it's probably down there. There's another chest. Do we trust that one? Let's do it. We gotta do it. Hey, that one was real. Oh, and in order to get back, you have to do that. I see. Alright. Oh god! Mecha dragons have seen better days! Alright. And that's the Crashman platform! That's such a nice reskin. No! Why you... ah! Okay. This is fine because it doesn't... we didn't get a checkpoint where we can't access the key. So that's really good. Oh, and there's the secret path, huh? Okay. Oh! Yeah, I forgot about you, though. Holy moly, you're bloody tanky! Alright. have to go down there to press the switch, don't we? Alright, then I guess we ride this. There is a lot going on here. I was paying attention to the enemies. No, sorry, the Crashman platform more than the enemies there. The enemy didn't even spawn. Where's the Power Master? Huh? Oh no, that's not what I wanted. Alright. So, okay, when you hit the switch, that has to happen. I might have to use Tornado Blow here because these enemies appear in quite a large number, so... Okay, keep hold of the key. Alright. Anyone want to drop health? Well, I do. Oh, that's okay. Okay, so what's to the left? The secret, I suppose. Visions of Wretch? This song is really nice too. So back down. Whoa. You know, I'm gonna take my chance with the token first. And after I get that, then I'll mess around with the chest. How about that? What happened to my... How about we take that first, and then, just in case we get eaten again. Because now you can never be too safe. Okay, that was safety. What about you? One of you will eat me. I knew it! I bloody knew it. I bloody knew it. It was bound to happen. It sends you quite far back too, huh? But for curiosity's sake, I kinda wanna see what's in the other chests. And the Power Master did not spawn again. Can't tell you what's going on here. Alright, for curiosity's sake, let's find out what the other chests do. Is that the only one that eats you? It was the last one that ate me. I feel like there's gonna be a second that eats me. So far so good. I bloody knew it. That's fair, that's justified. I figured that was gonna happen. Anyway, that's probably enough. I'm not gonna go check out the last chest because it may as well just eat me as well. And at best it's gonna have an energy tank or some sort of health or weapon utility. So yeah, not worth it. Let's continue with the stage. Alright, let's actually proceed with the stage this time. That is very much appreciated, thank you. Poor Mecha Dragons. Oh my gosh, it just gets prettier. Time for up. Try jumping off. I don't know if I got a checkpoint. I really don't know if I got a checkpoint. Are we going up or... I'm glad that... Wow, the aesthetic is just insane. Look at this. Can we go up? Doesn't look like it. Wait, try jumping up where? To the right? To the right it is. It is not to the right. want me to just have belief here? I trusted you, and I was sent back all the way. I didn't think I got a checkpoint, so yeah, deservedly so. I got punished for it. Okay, so here we go again. Try jumping off it, I get told. Do I have to jump off at a certain time? Well, I tried, but it doesn't scroll. You see? And I jumped off already, and it didn't get me anywhere, so I'm not doing that again. This part is painted yellow. Wait. Oh! Oh! Okay, no, the solution is far simpler than I made it out to be. That's on me, okay? So what's to the left? A token! Nice find. Okay. Alright, that's a checkpoint. Right, I forgot that the campfires are checkpoints. I still can't get over the scenery. It's absolutely breathtaking. It's so gorgeous. Bonk, 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 bonk. Hey, a metal. So there's no more secrets to find in this stage. We can go all the way to the finish line. Alright, a switch, and... what's this gonna say? Praise the sniper. Praise the sniper. Oh god, you're back. Hello again. Why are you back again? Goodbye. Oh, I didn't really have anywhere to go. Oh no, another one? Another one? Another one? How many? Well, this is a bloody armored corridor. How many power masters are down here? Whoa, hello! Alright, Hellies. Helly equivalent, Trevor. And up we go. Oh, got the boss. Ah, still got me. Thank you for the heal. What do we have? Yes! Yes, I am. Ah, fatty. Now the real fight begins. Hey, nice aesthetic again. Starfield disarray loss. Don't know what that means. What? You look so fancy. It's this song. Okay, guys. The arena's absolutely huge. Okay, what is that attack range? Okay, this battle might be a bit easier. Oh, I'm still getting hit. You don't seem to do a lot of damage. Okay, let's actually focus on my attacks here. We can do this. I say that as I bloody get hit. That's not the end of the stage? There's more? I did it. Amazing chest ahead. Liar ahead. try attacking. Mikavir, thou hast journeyed far and overcome much, chosen hedgehog. O chosen hedgehog, I am Sunlight Woman, daughter of Lord Mick and Queen of France. Since the day father his sunglasses did breaketh, I have awaited thee. I becketh the energy element to thee, and beseech thee. Succeed Lord Mick, and inheriteth the element of our game. Thou shalt end of this eternal twilight, and avert further player sacrifices. Don't you dare. I'm worried, I don't want to get attacked here. Oh, I don't really want to be up there. Okay, you did not kill me. Visions of trap. Yes, I'm worried of getting killed here. I kind of want to... I mean... What happens if you go up to the lady? That's what I'm worried about. I might have to redo the boss if that happens. Do I dare? Do I dare? I dare. I dare! I dare! Okay, looks like there's no traps, no gotcha moments here. Wait! Wait! What? What happened? That actually got me. I don't think I even picked up the element or tried to pick it up. I got spooked. It's not even over. Okay. I need to recover from that for a moment. Oh god, there's another boss fight, huh? Well, I mean, this attempt is as good as over. But let's give it a... Let's see what you can do here. I'm not really sure how to avoid that. I think you have to just come close. So when you're doing that attack, literally staying airborne. I'm gonna have to look back through that footage and see if what triggered that, because I cannot tell you for sure, but that certainly spooked me. Okay. Oh, I didn't expect you to explode. Okay, now we're going the other... Can you come down though? No? This is great. You wanna come down so I can hit you with the buster? No? Still don't fancy it? Come on, calm down. Calm down. Okay, you've had your fun. Great, can't even do anything. What? You were down so much quicker last time. What's going? There you go. It's not that much of an ask for you to come down, is it? Okay. Press the wrong button. Alright. Oh, we're gonna go the other way? Yes. Can I get her here? Now the question is it really over? Why am I still being attacked? Even though the boss is gone. This might be the real energy element. Assuming the previous one wasn't. I didn't actually try to touch it. Maybe if you come too close, it won't actually let you. Darkness in the sun. That's the second border we've unlocked in this session. Charge man. He'll get you to your destination on time, provided he hasn't blown his lid. Well, that was certainly a thematically appropriate stage. We got sent into the kingdom of... What was that again? Gross Incandescence. I can totally see where Lambda's work probably went in here, because they submitted the Dark Souls themed stage in the last contest, which was pretty punishing at some points, because that's essentially what the Source game is. It's just very hard gameplay, so making a stage centered around a lot of instant death was what they went with. Here it's much less instant death heavy, but certainly still got the medieval vibe to it. Anyway, let's see what our judges thought, and based on that, I'll also give a summary of my overall thoughts for this stage. Mick, 83, there's a heart! Is the Dark Souls of Mega Man games? Actually, yes, it literally is. I'm not a Dark Souls nerd at the time I'm writing this review. I barely follow the series. Still, I have researched it. I have a general sense of what Dark Souls design is supposed to be, and I have to say, Gross Incandescence is a commendable tribute to a well-built series. It does a fine job of capturing the hard but fair style as well as the community's quirks. Is it challenging? Absolutely, but it's all solvable with practice. It can even become easy. Using what Dark Souls knowledge I do have, I can tell this is Anor Landa, which is an excellent choice. The enemy set reflects this, and for the most part it works. The painted guardians are excellent distractions. Royal Sentinel is a fun spin on Power Muscler. The petite devils, while a bit useless, are a cute reference, and the floating mass are an excellent way to enable the fair side of this design. And I love the visual tell on what they'll drop. The part where it falters is the Silver Knights, ironically not the ones with the great bows, rather it's the sword fighters, as I find their tactics a bit confusing. If there's a consistent way to fight them in every scenario with only the Buster, I don't know it. As for the level itself, the big part to talk about is the infamous roof and rafters section. It was exactly as brutal as I was expecting it, yet so well designed that I genuinely enjoyed throwing my head against it. This success is achieved through 4 methods. First, you have all of your weapons, enabling access to multiple solutions, not unlike some of the Souls games. Second, there are soul piles that telegraph important locations, rewarding proper observation. Third, the one surprise death trap is right beneath the bonfire, meaning you can learn it without any real punishment. And it does have a tower. Finally, everything is killable with just a charge shot and good aim. Let me tell you, it was really satisfying to buster only this puzzle dodge past the guardians and break open the treasure room. Sadly, the level falls off after that. The section after the third bonfire never reaches the interest level as the roof and rafters. And the boss fight is kind of a mess. I have a very vague understanding of how Ornstein and Smurf's AIs work, maybe, but actually stringing that into something useful is beyond me, and the fight just ends up awkward instead. To make matters worse, Super Ornstein can be pattern locked into a corner somehow, which completely kills the fight. The secret boss is an improvement, but he has the typical Wily Capsule issue of staying out of reach for too long. 1 or 2 attacks is fine, but over half a minute before I can land even one shot is a bit much. He's more entertaining than his servant, but he's still not as good as the level. And the 80 from Shin. Big props! This is my favourite kind of reference level, the type where you don't really need to be all that familiar with the source and the period to have fun with it. Starting off, the visuals in this stage are absolutely gorgeous. Everything from the tiles to the backgrounds to the enemies, especially those that use vanilla ones as a base. Everything looks and sounds great here. The level design is generally well structured, barring some spotty moments near the beginning. I wasn't really a fan of how cramped some sections were. For the most part though, the room layouts and enemies complement each other very nicely to create some challenging segments. After having gone through them so many times, however, I did start to notice some technical issues here and there. Some of them are minor, like the Sentinel's death explosion not always being centered on the spot where he died. And in one case, a Sentinel straight up froze on me after he lost his halberd. Others are a bit more glaring, like one of the Silver Knights being completely intangible until he starts moving. That's also a pretty bad glitch associated with the mimics. You can still shoot for a few moments if they catch you, and if you happen to use Tornado Blow, it completely crashes the game. Oops. Aside from the last one, these issues didn't really hamper my experience with the level. That being said, the end bosses unfortunately did. Ornstein and Smo aren't really well coordinated, which results in a lot of situations where it doesn't seem possible to avoid the rather stiff looking attacks. Gets a bit more manageable when there's only one left, but the fight is still super finicky. Super Onsen takes up so much screen real estate that he passed face through the floor and died on me at one point. And while I know that's a thing that can happen in the original Dark Souls, I don't think it should have been carried over to this stage, intentional or not. On the flip side, while Gwyndolin's fight is much more stable, by comparison, they also suffer from Wily Capsule Syndrome, in that they can stay out of your range for far too long, which drags the fight out severely. Overall, while the bugs and end bosses hold it back a bit, I still really enjoyed my time with this stage. Patchy 74 Dark Souls. The stage seems like it's a big homage to Dark Souls. I never really got invested in the series that much, so most of the jokes don't really land on me. One thing I can definitely appreciate though is the aesthetic. They are absolutely gorgeous. Stylish houses that would belong to Castlevania, beautiful sprite work with clever implementation of various classic Mega Man enemy designs onto these Dark Souls enemies, and the music is a pretty good remix to fit the Mega Man style. As for the general game design aspect, it's a little bit unfocused at times, I feel. Aside from the presentation, there isn't anything too remarkable out of the platforming and combat in this. The invisible floors are odd design choices, but there are hints showing that they're there, so I guess they're not too bad. Not really a fan of the insta-kill mechanics with those gimmick chests, but at least they're distinguishable, and the only real setback is in the token room that you need a key to access. So there is a tell. I guess I didn't notice it. I'll have a look during editing again for that. Some really nerve-wracking crash platform rides where you can get knocked away by the knife-throwing enemies at any moment, yet they still feel fair for the most part. I have definitely seen worse usage of crash platforms. This is probably the only part of the whole entry that kind of felt Dark Soul-y in terms of difficulty. Seems to be some odd collision placements here and there, as there was a corner collision with no tile there at some parts. The wall to the left of the key is non-solid and it's hard to tell if it's intentional, given the hidden floor shenanigans required to get there, but it looks like it doesn't go anywhere, so probably an oversight. Thankfully the bosses aren't that brutal here, unlike in Dark Souls, but I feel their damage is just a bit overnerved, as I just keep tanking hit and still win the fights. That applies to both the main bosses and bonus boss. Kinda easily awkward, first tried them, yay. Well, couldn't do it to the secret boss because I was on super low HP. Flashman 64. Dark Souls, right? I haven't played Dark Souls, so you'll have to forgive me if I'm not enthralled by the cluttered enemy setups, inexplicable glowy bubbles everywhere, and obnoxiously unhelpful hints that probably make this feel true to the source material. The music's good, custom sprites look really nice, the tileset has too many different colours and textures for my taste, but it creates a memorable atmosphere all the same. I like the bonfire checkpoints. Man-eating chests are a nice evil touch. There's a certain charm to the questionably sudden metal theming and silly humour at the end. And I love that there are two equally valid ways to claim the element. There are two. Interesting. A number of technical issues mar the polish. Smaller things such as the pop-up text persisting on the pause screen. Bigger things such as what happens if you send the large red pillar into the sky without you standing on it. Catastrophic things such as a hard crash if you destroy a chest while being eaten by it. You can do that? Design-wise, certain elements feel arbitrary, the tadpole room, unnecessarily, two-way transitions everywhere, disposable invisible floors, or tiresome enemies with too much health, yet nothing is ever bad. There's enough of a learning curve and challenge progression, boss fights are appropriately unique and challenging, gimmicks add some variety to the combat, though count bombs and springs break me out of the medieval castle mindset and could be omitted without significantly affecting the gameplay, especially the broken ceiling springs. Checkpoints are satisfactorily frequent if you're using special weapons. A few sections, e.g. the area with moving platforms and the clever dragon head background, start to drag after repeated buster attempts. Without an appreciation for the source material, this level comes across as stylish but leaves me feeling, would the right word be hollow? And lastly, Ace 80. This level is incredibly polished in some ways. In other areas it actually feels really messy. Obviously this is a very pretty atmospheric and fun stage and has some elements that are genuinely funny, quite a rarity amongst the so-called comedians in this contest. However, the gameplay does not have the same level of care put into it. Beneath the surface, the stage is quite basic, mostly made up of enemy challenges when the gimmicks were introduced. They were typically underutilized and did not add much to the level. Some of the rooms felt very cramped to move around and were hard to avoid being hit in, although this was offset somewhat by how generous the collectibles were. The enemy spawning was inconsistent. The Golden Knight enemy was particularly shy about spawning, yep, experienced that too, especially in the room of the first checkpoint. The lift, while graphically impressive, felt like filler as there was nothing to do. The two biggest issues were the rail platform room and the first boss is, it was very difficult making your way across this room given that you had little space to maneuver against the homing daggers, and the room felt like a sudden difficulty spike in a fairly tame stage. Perhaps using a different enemy type such as the Archer / Lancer would have worked better. The fight against Dragon Slayer, Ornstein and Executioner Smo was a very hectic fight that ended up being a damage race, as there were a number of attacks that were completely unavoidable given that there were two enemies. Once one of them had been defeated, the other was significantly easier. Ornstein was nowhere near as threatening at double size. It felt like a disconnect when the first half of the fight was chaotic, but suddenly became a non-issue once one of the bosses was dead. Smo was a nice boss and did work well by himself, but when combined with the charging attack from Ornstein, it became far too difficult, if even possible, to avoid being hit. The Mick boss, thanks for forgetting me, was a significant improvement. The homing attack should have been a bit higher when the spears exploded in the ground, but other than that, it was an interesting fun fight. The level's biggest strength is the aesthetics, and that probably added a great deal to how fun the level was. It was well drawn, well animated, and had a huge amount of personality. The instant kill chest honestly made me laugh, and the hint system worked extremely well to stop what might normally be unfair obstacles from becoming frustrating. There might be quite a bit of criticism in the review here, but the level was fun, and that is the best thing you can ask for in a stage. So similarly to a previous stage we played, this one would have placed far higher had it not been a late submission. But the late submission was well worth it, because what we got here was a thematically incredible stage. Very much referencing Dark Souls, which I haven't played myself personally, so I again may miss some of the references as they go over my head, but nonetheless, I totally felt the vibe of Dark Souls franchise here, with all the knights and medieval theming, as well as just a lot of really nicely custom assets. Even the Power Master being a Golden Knight, just really, really good. And of course, the aesthetics are stunning. Immediately when you land in the stage, you realize you're in for a treat when it comes to graphics, because they are gorgeous. They are so beautiful. Stage structure and gameplay is pretty fun. But the highlight is definitely the aesthetics, isn't it? If we're gonna be honest here. The bosses, like I said, the first battle against the duo can be overwhelming because there's two of them, and one of them has an absurdly large hit radius. And it seems there are two ways to obtain the elements, so I wonder if the secret boss is just an extra secret boss, because I was messing around in the final room until I fall through the ground. So I'm just gonna have to look back on footage to see what actually happened there, because I'm honestly curious. Either way, this stage is pretty fantastic and a very, very good reference and, well, staying true to the source that is Dark Souls itself, ported to the Mega Man franchise, which really worked here. It honestly did. This was a fun experience, so fantastic job here. Good stuff. And with that said, I'm going to take a quick refreshing pause and I'll be right back.